What's up, guys? Welcome to the Playbook Sports Podcast. Coming at you with another video today. As you've seen from our previous few videos, we have a new series out, NFL Scripts 2023-2024 season, brought to you by Roger Goodell himself. These are his words, not ours. Not ours. So if you have a problem with them, go holler at Raj for us. With great power comes great responsibility. As you know, Roger Goodell is the judge, jury, and executioner of the NFL. However, he did not trust all of us to have all of these scripts individually, so he's divvied up the 8 divisions amongst the 4 of us guys here on this podcast. He's given me the AFC South and the AFC East. So before we dive into this series and these divisions, Nate, let the people know who this podcast and this video today is brought to you by.
I want to give a special shout out to today's sponsors, starting with Gold Fine and Bowles, Lawyers for the Injured. Personal injury, workers' compensation, those are their 2 things, but any sort of legal advice, they're the people to call. Give them a phone call, 309-673-5144. Tell them we sent you, okay? And I'd also like to shout out SeatGeek for sponsoring today's video as well. Use promo code PlaybookSports on their website to get $20 off your first purchase of $30 or more. Let's get back to the video.
Thanks, Nate. As you guys can tell by the title of this video, we are talking about the Indianapolis Colts today. What does Roger Goodell and what does the NFL have scripted for the Indianapolis Colts in the 2023-2024 season? Let's get into it. Let's start at the end. I like the dessert first. I'm impatient. Let's see what he's got and let's see how he got him there. He has the Colts. Roger Goodell has the Colts going 7-10 in 2023-2024, finishing 3-3 in the AFC South, missing the playoffs. 0 team awards for the Colts this season. Interesting, with a nice, bright, young prospect like Anthony Richardson, who, spoiler alert, I read ahead, spoiler alert, is going to get a lot of playing time this season. So let's see, how did the Colts get to 7-10, and why are they not in the playoffs? Why is Anthony Richardson not winning Offensive Rookie of the Year? Let's dive into it. Week 1, if you watch the Jacksonville Jaguar video first, spoiler alert, Roger Goodell and the NFL had the Colts losing Week 1 at home to the Jags, 27-13, behind Gardner Minshew and behind a high-powered Jacksonville Jaguar offense. Week 2, the Colts go to Houston, where they get their first win of the season, 23-17 over the Texans in a hard-fought game behind Jonathan Taylor. Week 3, tough one. They go to Baltimore, early season, so Lamar's still going to be kicking. Colts lose 27-13 in Baltimore, moving to 2-1 or 1-2. Excuse me, 1-2 through September. Okay start, not great, but okay. I probably agree with that. 2 tough teams, 2 probably playoff teams. 1-2 in the month of September for your Indianapolis Colts. October, they get a spark. They start off October hot. We see Anthony Richardson inserted Week 4 at home against the LA Rams, a move they wanted to do already. They didn't want to do it Week 3 at Baltimore. Let's wait a week. Let's let Gardner Minshew take all those hits, get beat up, get roughed up. Let's insert Anthony Richardson at home Week 4 against an inferior or maybe comparable opponent to the Colts and the LA Rams, where in his first start, Anthony Richardson will lead the Colts to a 27-17 victory over the LA Rams, moving the Colts to 2-2 on the season. Week 5, Colts stay at home and host the Tennessee Titans, where they will win again, 24-21, last-second field goal, fueled by a drive by Anthony Richardson to get them into field goal range for the walk-off field goal. Week 6, they go to Jacksonville, where they will even up their record at 3-3, suffering a loss 23-17 in a hard-fought game in Jacksonville. Too much Jaguars in that game. Week 7, they host the Cleveland Browns. Too much Nick Chubb, too much Amari Cooper, too much Myles Garrett. 31-23 Browns in Week 7, moving the Colts to 3-4. Week 8, they stay at home again. A lot of home games here in October for your Colts. Week 8, they host the New Orleans Saints, where they will edge out a 26-20 victory over Derek Carr and the Saints, evening the record at 4-4. 3-2 month after a 1-2 month, evening 4-4 after 2 months. I think I would take that as a Colts fan this season. I probably agree with Roger there in October as well. You look at a lot of inferior opponents. The Jaguars are better than the Colts, but other than that, maybe the Browns. I don't know. Maybe the Saints. I don't know. 4-4 after 8 weeks, 4-4 after 2 months for the Colts. Moving into November, we see a little skid here for your Colts, going to Carolina, where they will lose a Frank Reich revenge game, 23-20, battle of the rookie quarterbacks. Bryce Young, the number 1 pick, shows why he's the number 1 pick. Panthers win 23-20 in Week 9. Week 10, they go to Germany and face the Patriots in Germany in an absolute slobber knocker that all of the overseas fans want to see. Colts suffer defeat to Bill Belichick, rookie quarterback against Bill. We know how that story goes. 24-20 in Germany, moving the Colts to 4-6, going into their bye week, a much-needed bye week, week 11, after all that travel. Week 12, we see the Colts bounce back after the bye week, hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, moving to a 31-23 shootout victory, moving their record to 5-6 on the season. Going into December, 1-2 month in November, 1-2 month in September, 3-2 month in October, 5-6 after 3 months. Going into December, we see the Colts. This is where they start to slide. This is where they start to play for next year. Sorry, Bobby. Sorry, Colts. December, we see the Colts go to Tennessee, where they will lose a heartbreaker 21-20 to the Tennessee Titans. I'm interested, Roger. What happens? Missed PAT, a lot of field goals. What happens here, Raj? 21-20 at Tennessee. Battle of the rookie quarterbacks. Spoiler, maybe we see Will Levis in December. Battle of the rookie quarterbacks, 21-20 Titans. Week 14, they go to Cincinnati, and this is going to be ugly. If you're a Colts fan, you probably just want to just act like this one never happened. We don't have to watch this game. 34-17 Bengals in week 14. Big old game, big old blowout. Week 15, they host the Pittsburgh Steelers, and whenever I was looking over this script from Roger, do the Colts always host the Steelers? It always seems like when Colts Steelers play, it's always in Indy. I don't know if that's just me. I don't know. Week 15, they host the Steelers. Well, they will lose at home 21-14 in a low-scoring defensive game between two young quarterbacks and two above-average defenses. Week 16, they go to Atlanta. Well, they will lose their fourth straight game, 27-21 in overtime to the Atlanta Falcons. Wow, heartbreak city. 4 straight L's. Got to make you start to think about the future of Anthony Richardson in the sense of, does he play the last 2 weeks, or do we sit him for his health and safety? Week 17, New Year's Eve, they host the Vegas Raiders. Well, they will beat the Vegas Raiders 30-27 in a high-scoring affair, moving their record to 6-10 on the season. Week 18, we see the Colts host the Houston Texans for what seems like the 10th straight season. They always host the Texans the last week of the year, it seems. Colts win this time around 24-17 over the Texans, finishing 7-10 for the season, finishing 3-3 in the division, going 0-2 against the Jaguars, and sweeping the Texans 2-0, and then splitting with the Titans 1-1. And that is the script for the Indianapolis Colts in the 2023-2024 season. Let us know down below. Do you agree with Roger? Is Roger off his rocker? Let us know.